Just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start, and off we go here on Monday night. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now the former first-round pick, Breece Hall. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Rodgers now. That's caught. It's Braylon Allen. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Another run here with Hall. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. He'll go again with Hall. And he'll work his way down to about the 41. Here's a 2nd and 9. At the 41-yard line. From the gun, Rodgers. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. That's Greg Rousseau in there for the sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Mike Williams, the one he was looking for, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. On now comes the punt team for the Jets. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft. And he'll work his way forward to about the 21. He'll go again with Davis. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. 1st and 2nd down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
That one caught. It's Knox, the tight end. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. Good for a Bills 1st down. Allen gonna give this to Davis. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Valdez-Scantling on the move. From the gun, it's Allen. A quick slant here, caught by Valdez-Scantling.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long...
The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter. Third and long. From the gun, Josh Allen. Has his man, it's Samuel. And he will score. Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's his second touchdown of the year. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept, but the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They bring a tight end in motion left. Give up the middle with Hall. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive. On first down, they go right back to Hall. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Taron Johnson up to make the tackle. Second and 7. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. He's got the longtime Charger, Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On second down, a run with Hall. He is in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York. Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. Oh, do you believe it? It's no good. That is his first extra point miss of the season. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zuerlein is out to kick this one off. Out of the end zone, it's Ty Johnson. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. On first down, it's Davis. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. Play action. It's Allen. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. They'll go play action here with Allen. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus, and that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
A-Rod now to throw on first down. He's got a receiver, Alan Lazard. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got it! And he's in! Mike Williams! Touchdown, Jets!
And here's a great example, Mike, of how experience and having some veteran players at these key spots, they can work so well together. The whole idea is you need to see the game through the eyes of the quarterback, and I think that's what the receiver did such a nice job in. He was on time, he was accurate, and you never fool your quarterback. When you have two guys like this that are operating on the same page, you can see the result.
So after the touchdown at the other end, Zuerlein is out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Allen. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. And this passing game continues continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. First down for Aaron. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And he'll be taken down at the 30. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. A first down throw from Rodgers. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
1st and 10. Now it's Allen. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The big fella, Quinn Williams, forcing his way in for the sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. So, we have hit halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this 2nd half. Coming up. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Out of the end zone, it's Ty Johnson. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. On the handoff, it's Davis. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Nice pickup here by Ray Davis, and I really like his skill set in this Buffalo Bills organization, Mike. I mean, remember, everything is going to go through Josh Allen. He's the distributor. He's the point guard. So now to have another back on the field that is good in both the run game and the passing game. I mean, here's a guy, Mike, that had 14 rushing touchdowns, 7 receiving touchdowns his last year in college. I mean, he can do both equally well and just gives Josh Allen one more weapon.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll run it with Davis. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Allen. He's got that complete to Knox. And he's into the end zone. Dawson Knox. Touchdown, Bills.
This is a great decision by the quarterback. You can see, Mike, he's trying to push this ball downfield and pick up a big completion in the air, but with the amount of depth the defense was getting, his best option was the check down, the underneath short throw, and just say, hey, pick up this rest of this gain with your legs after the catch. And fortunately for this quarterback, this short throw is going to go down in the box score as a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Conklin goes in motion. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here. The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
On comes the punt team now for the Jets. He's on for the 2nd time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. Past midfield. Inside the 30. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 84 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Now Bass to tack on the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bills extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They will run it over center with Hall. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the give, it's Hall. Hall, a 1st down and more. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Rodgers on 1st down. He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson. And the Bills will take over here at their own 12.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground, this is Davis. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. And he's out of bounds all the way into enemy territory, past midfield. Big play there for the Bills. 41 yards. They'll run. It's Davis. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. First and 10 now from the 36. They run with the third-year man. It's James Cook. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's second and 6. Out of the gun, here's Allen. To the left side and pulled in. Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conserved. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. On the ground once more, it's Davis.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. Here's a run. A dive for the end zone, but he loses the football. They are very fortunate to get another shot at it. It is second down and goal. And now he's not spiking it, it's a fake. And he's going to get into the end zone. The fake spike works for a touchdown. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Bass's kick is good. And the Bills will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. The return starts from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Rodgers. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by the safety, Taylor Rapp. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Here's Davis. Has some room inside the 30. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack. And we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes. That's Hassan Reddick getting in there to bring him down. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Here's Allen to throw. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Chuck Clark. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line. This is first and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
Throwing, Rodgers. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last two throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next two drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
Here's second and 3 to go. He'll go again with Davis. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up. So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
They'll come up now for second down. Rodgers to throw. He's going to try it here again. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And now it's going to be third down. They go play action now. Here's Allen. That's three. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Tony Adams.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford.
At this point, Mike, it's just hard to trust him to make good decisions with the ball, which is really a shame. And we both had really high hopes for this quarterback coming into the game. He was able to shake off the first 2 picks, but then there's a third, then there's a fourth. And now after this 5th, you have to strongly consider whether you want to sit this guy for the remainder of this game.
And he'll work his way forward to about the 21. So a road win here for the Bills, and that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night.